All right. Hey, Chris Jenkins, credential member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka Man of the People. You have a friend in the media, which is myself. Any questions you might have about this Carolina Panthers team, I'm your go-to guy to get those questions answered for you. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in tonight. I want to say I'm back. I made it back to Charlotte safely. I'm now back in Charlotte. Just got back, oh man, maybe 4 hours ago, and into Charlotte, and I'm still getting settled. I think my body never really caught up to the time zone change, so I kind of feel like things are regular right now. I don't know if it's going to hit me out of the blue or not, but good stuff. So, hey, as you guys know, tonight's show 100% dedicated to you guys. Whatever questions that you have, whether it be about my experience in Germany, football, like whatever you guys want to talk about, I am here to talk about it tonight. And then we're probably going to have a little short hiatus because the players aren't going to have practice the rest of the week. And I'm looking at that as an opportunity to continue to get my sleep caught up because my promise to you guys, and I hope you feel like I delivered, was giving you all, excuse me, giving you all the absolute most content in Germany on this Carolina Panthers team. So we got there Wednesday, myself and Patrick, the photographer, and we put out pictures and videos. Not Wednesday, because that was the day I think we got. No, I think we got there technically Thursday morning. But we put out content every single day. Photos, videos, video. I went live with different people. So nevertheless, I hope you guys appreciate it. And if you follow me on YouTube and you're not following me, really, this is for everybody because I broadcast on all three networks, right? YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You got all those to choose from. So YouTube is obviously the, excuse me, the best place for my live videos. Twitter is the best place to hang out with me on game day. And Instagram is the best place to hang out on and see all the photographs that we take. And Facebook, we're on there too. And Facebook just kind of get a mix of everything for those that are on Facebook. So give me just another another second to get myself going. I might need to run downstairs and get me some water, which I forgot to get. And I don't want to keep clearing my throat on you guys. But I got to do one more thing before I get started. I see we have people calling in. The link is in the description for you all to call in. Please do. Again, 100% dedicated to whatever you all want to talk about. And tonight's show will be just 30 minutes. All right. I got to make sure I get caught up with the rest. And I'm going to go ahead and put this link out there in the comments because we still have our GoFundMe that's going well. We're not yet at our goal. We're about a third of the way through. So I'm going to pin this link in the comments. And for anybody that's watching that's able to contribute to this GoFundMe to help us get some more equipment for our streaming, please do. Please share it with somebody. Tell a friend. We're about a third of the way there. Hopefully we'll get there before the next home game, which is about 2 weeks. So give me just a second. And then I got Thomas, which I'm going to bring on here in just a second. I like the comments, though. So I'm going to get to the comments as well. There you go. I just pinned that in there. Let me throw these back on. Make sure I can hear you properly. Say something for me. Say something.
Hey,
All
Chris.
right, let me hold on. There we go. Now I can probably hear you. What's up, Thomas?
Not a lot. I mean, had to, you know, come on, another Panthers victory. And, I mean, hey, two wins in a row, first time in 2 years. So, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny that I think I posted on Twitter last night. It's like, it's hilarious that everybody had the Jets, well, a lot of people making the playoffs, things like that. And they have the same record as Carolina. So it's like, hey, you know what? We had the same record as a team. Everybody had the hot pick to make the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. But, I mean, it's all about small baby steps. And I think the long run, I think this was good for Bryce to sit. And a lot of us, and myself included, is like, all right, good. Let's put Dalton in. But I think that was the best thing. Now, even let's say Bryce comes back down a bit, you can't go back to Dalton because the damage has been done, and you did what you wanted. You got Bryce to sit back, learn, which he should have done that last year because the team was not very good. But that's besides the point. But it's like if you do that, you might as then get rid of him. But I think got to ride the ship with him. I know Canales is going to be, keeping it mum for at least since they're out of bye to keep the Chiefs guessing. But the Chiefs know they're going to be going with Bryce. I mean, I don't know why Canales does this. It's just come on, just give it to Bryce. They're 3-7, I think, and I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but that division is still in reach. It's like the division just won't die because of the fact that Falcons lost. I think the Falcons lost and the Bucks lost. So I don't know, but it was a game. But their defense, though, I mean, you cannot keep doing what you're doing, and um, giving up big plays or yards and things like that, and letting the Giants hang around. But I don't know. I kind of like waking up, 8:30 yesterday morning, watching the game 9:30 in the morning. By 1 o'clock, my afternoon was good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, how did Germany treat you well?
It did very well, very well. And I'll get into that here in just a second. Very
That's
well.
good. That's good. But it's kind of nice that Carolina can go to a bye week with actual momentum. Now their schedule looks a little iffy. I'm not saying playoffs. I mean, if they can maybe muster out 2 more wins, then
Hmm.
that's good because for me, I'm getting tired when people say they need a tank, they need a tank. Okay, well, look how well that's worked.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice watching them fall back a bit in the draft order because, I mean, at this point, you just want to get momentum and build your confidence up because of the fact that, I mean, during the offseason, go after defense, but they can get the 5 wins. It'll be considered a good season, but it's exciting, Chris. Another
Yeah.
win. Like I said, first time in 2 years, and I mean, maybe we've hit rock bottom and
Yeah.
we're on our way up.
All
Baby
right.
steps, baby
Hey,
steps,
good.
but good win.
Great to see you, man. Appreciate you
Good to see
calling
you
in
too.
as always.
Yes, have a good night, Chris. Bye
All
bye.
right. Thank you too. Bye bye. Dang, I thought I muted the mic, so you guys didn't hear me cough extra hard. I don't know what it is about when I get in front of this camera that suddenly it's like I'm coughing and need some water. Sorry about that. Sorry. But yeah, Thomas is one of our loyal call-ins, so I appreciate it. Again, this show is all about you guys calling in, make a statement, make a question. Give you about 2 minutes because I want to get through as many people as I can. So that's a good way to jump the line is to come on the show. But let me go ahead and start to go through these comments that we have here. Underground West, although our schedule gets harder after the bye week, I'm still optimistic about the growth of our young team thus far. Maybe we can pull off an upset or two before the season is over. Yeah, I feel like the sentiment right now, at least my sentiment is, number one, I don't care about draft order and saying that we need to get the number one pick in tank. I'm not. I just seen enough bad football that I just don't have to voluntarily see any more bad football for at least 10 years if we can help it. Also, it's not a guarantee what you're going to get with that number one pick. Just play football, let the chips fall how they may. Let Dan Morgan and company do what they need to do with their scouts and getting people. But don't tank. I mean, if Bryce is showing some signs of promise, continue to give that man the best chance that he can to win, to continue to grow the team and be all right. So appreciate you, Underground West. And here we go. Knucklehead K. Again, if you see this certified seal looking thing beside anybody's name, that means they're a member. They get these special sound effects like this. Knucklehead K, appreciate you tuning in. What's going on with you? Shackhead, first half grade, I give the offense a B+. Chuba is the first half offense MVP. Defense, I give them a D+ overall. I give Dave Canales a B- overall grade. The Panthers definitely made a very good hire and Dave. All right, all right. You know, anytime Shaked gives a positive comment, we got to really make him feel good so we can keep him in good spirits. Appreciate that very, very much, Shaked. Appreciate it. Good stuff. Nice comment there. Dom34. How you doing? How you doing? At work, listening in the chat. Appreciate you doing that. Appreciate you doing that. Let me see if I can have some fun things to share with you guys as we go through this. Glad I made it back safely. Yeah. Talking about making it back. I don't know where I set my phone. Talking about, here it is. Making it back safely. It was a journey to getting back to Charlotte. So last night after the game, I had to drive from from Munich to Frankfurt. And the reason I had to do so was because I accidentally booked the wrong city. Didn't find out until like a couple of weeks before the game. Extremely costly to make the change. Hold on, let me clear my throat again. Woo, I don't know what's up. So I got something I'm gonna share with you all that was fun about my experience yesterday. I think you all may enjoy this. Let's see here. All right. Let me get all my screens together, and I'll continue to also work through the questions here. Dom, thank you for taking the time to listen. Making true money. True money, is that good money? Or what's true money? What's fake money? Nah, I'm just messing with you. Appreciate you tuning in. But let me share with you all some of my journey and getting back to Charlotte. So this was, come on, there you go. That was my vehicle there. That is the car. This is my first international driving experience, you guys. And this here is a Peugeot something, something, something. I don't know if you can tell in this picture or not. It's not a big car. It's one of those like, man, like a SUV that's barely off the ground so they can call it SUV, but you don't have to step up into it. But that was my car that I had yesterday. And so I didn't think I got out of there until about 9 o'clock. I was able to get back to my hotel around 10, pack up my stuff, and then had to drive to Munich. And it's basically like driving from Atlanta to Charlotte. But there's one caveat that makes it totally different from driving between Atlanta and Charlotte. And that's this thing called the Autobahn. And so I'm driving on it, and I'm like, they said, I did my little research, understand that there's speed limits throughout, and then there's some periods where you don't have a speed limit. And I was thinking before I got there, said, man, I might be able to make up some time. I don't know how long the stretches will be that I could drive the unlimited speed limit. So I'm driving, and my car has a little thing that tells you what the speed limit is. And I don't know if that's like the best guess thing or if that's really certified. So as it's changing, I'm kind of like monitoring other cars. Nevertheless, it suddenly goes to like a blank speed limit on the thing. And I'm like, is that the cue? Or does that mean that I can go as fast as I want to go? So everything's in kilometers over there. So I'm doing, I think most of the time, let's say it's about 120 kilometers, which I think is around 75, 80 miles per hour. So that's what I'm doing. And I foolishly kind of look at my phone, trying to look at the GPS, and all of a sudden my car goes, shoo. I'm like, oh, this must be it. And so I, floored. Now, granted, I'm just in a standard car. I'm not in any super sporty car. But I then knew that was the signal. And this is what I was able to do. This was your boy's top speed. This was just about my top speed. I think I managed to go a little bit faster. But at this point right here, I was going 208 kilometers per hour. And man, that was a really, really cool thing. As I got back to Germany, got to Munich, and then this morning I had to catch the flight from Munich nonstop to Charlotte, and here I am. And by the way, going through the airport in Munich, at first I was like, oh, this is easy, this is cool. It seems like they're not even going to have security. I'm like, is that even legal? And then you do get to a part where there's security. And then there's another level of security. But my pat down, I didn't like it too much. I really didn't like it. It was one of those, like, I guess, hey, is it your belt? And so he said, open your belt. And I opened my belt. Then he first goes like this. Anyway, yes, I felt violated in getting back to Charlotte, but I'm here. Let's continue to go through some more of these questions. I still think one day of practice is better than none. Winning is great. You get a day off. I do not think Casey thinks the same. They got the rest of the week off. What's up, Rory? Shannon Tyler. Uh-oh, hit the wrong button. There you go, Shannon. Welcome back home, Chris. I'm glad y'all made it back safe and sound. Yep. Coincidentally, me and my photographer made it back to Charlotte just about the exact same time we were able to catch each other in baggage claim. Even though he left from Frankfurt, I left from Munich. The flights left at essentially the same time coming back here to Charlotte. And I'm going to tell you, this is one of the few times, actually it's the first time I can remember that I've gone out of the country and was anxious to come back. And not because Germany was bad, but for me, it was a like nonstop grind of work, which is fine. That's what I do anytime I travel and cover the team. But that time zone thing, 6 hours. Like, so right now it's 1:18 in Germany. And like, I feel like I'm already reset back to Charlotte because I really don't think for whatever reason that my body really ever shifted to the time zone there in Germany. But appreciate you, Shannon Tyler. Somebody's still in Munich. Mike B, PAC. Yeah, man, that was an incredible game. An incredible game. And great atmosphere, great fans, nice people. I did not appreciate all the smoking. I mean, like men and women, like everybody was just smoking, like they chew bubble gum over there. It's like how much they smoke. I guess it's smoke and drink beer. And that really made me think I was not going to make it back to Munich last night because for me, I'm not around smoke. I don't like smoke. And it kind of makes me sleepy if I'm having, like, I guess because it's getting in my eyes and everything. And that first half of watching the game, I was just like, oh man, I'm about to fall asleep. But the game was so exciting, as Mike said, that I think that gave me the energy boost that I needed. And as you see, was able to make it safely to Munich, was able to make it safely to Charlotte. And by the way, another Munich story for you all is I rented the car and I knew things might be tight and just make it simple. And I normally never, ever prepay for the gas. I said, I'm going to go ahead and prepay full tank. Man, I wish I could show you guys. That thing was on EE when I turned it back in. I think I was, honestly, I had to have made it on fumes. Keep building this team up, whether Bryce is or not the next guy. We'll have a team better prepared for him coming in. Yep, I feel the same. Keep on doing it. Don't tank. I just want the young rookie to get experience. Let Bryce master simple plays, and we can start integrating harder plays as we go. So it sounds like you all are thinking and feeling that Bryce is a guy to continue to develop. I think so as well. I did talk about it yesterday in the post game that he faded a lot after that first quarter. First quarter was on fire. Second, third, fourth quarter, he really went down quite a bit. You know, sometimes that you could attribute that to the coaching, play calling changes, which I would not understand why it would have. Or you could attribute it to adjustments made by the other team. But you do want to see him put together a more consistent 4 quarters. But I'm going to back all that up and say this, in agreement with you all, which I think is a sentiment that you all have, keep him out there. It's okay. Like, growing pains are what's going to happen for a rookie/second-year quarterback. Keep him out there. Heck, I'm sure Mahomes has had a game where all 4 quarters haven't been like lights out the best. It's normal. It's okay. We just want it to be a more positive experience than a negative experience. If we can get there, then that's growth. That's where you need to be. That's the NFL any given Sunday. And we can continue to build upon that. And I think Thomas was on earlier, talked about Bryce. This is Bryce's 3rd game. Okay. He's won 2 games and Andy won 1 game. that's it. It's Bryce's team, right? Certainly, without a doubt, if Bryce starts, and there's just no reason Bryce should start. And yeah, if he's doing it for gamemanship to try to make the other team keep guessing, nobody's going to be guessing anymore. If I'm the head coach for the Chiefs, if I'm Andy Reid or any other team that we're playing, I'm not going to sit here and let you go through 6 more weeks of, well, we don't know, we'll name the guy. No, it's Bryce Young as your starter. Appreciate your comment, Hunky Dory. Do you think Miles will be cut, especially with Brooks returning? So I wasn't feeling that Miles would be cut, but I felt like Miles would just be inactive. And now with this injury that Miles has, they're going to have to keep him. Let me see if I can tell you guys what that injury is. I don't think it was his ankle that he went out with yesterday. Excuse me. One second. Trying to quickly find that update on Miles. Yeah, I can't quickly find it, but I know basically Miles was getting further evaluated for his injury. And yeah, I don't see him being released or cut during the season. If that happened, I would see that would happen after the season. But I just see him as being inactive. That's what I've been feeling like was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen this Sunday. I mean, he had 2 carries yesterday for 4 yards. So Miles is doing something that really most running backs could do, right? So that definitely makes him replaceable. Oh, looking forward. Okay, looking forward. Leonard Kowalski, good evening, Chris. Victory. It is a Victory Monday. It is a Victory Monday. Victory Monday. It's going to be a victory week, though, because Canales has given the guys the rest of the week off. So definitely a good thing. Definitely a good thing. Definitely a good thing. Chris, Mike K makes me laugh so loud yesterday about Steve. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you almost got banned yesterday, Shaked, making me have that man come on and then you get me to ask him that crazy question. We get 3 weeks of no losses. Like, subscribe, become a member. That's true. I might have to tweet that. I might have to steal that from you, Knucklehead K, and tweet that. We will have to have 3 weeks of no losses as a Carolina Panther fan because we have a bye week. We can't win, we can't lose, so it's like you keep on winning. Hey, J.C. Horn says the 24-hour rule is out the window when you have a bye week. So if they're going to celebrate for more than 24 hours, then yeah, we get to honor a victory for more than 2 weeks. Give us a victory this week coming up, and then everybody needs to show up. Don't let all the red come into the stadium. Keep all the blue. Just a little sprinkle of red here and there for Mahomes. I understand you want to see him. He's definitely a generational talent. But just wear the blue and support Carolina as we continue to rebound, make this team become relevant again. No, I don't know what that comment is about. Rory enjoyed the coverage from Munich. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Roadmaster, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Tony Taylor, I agree with you. Never tank a season for a number 1 draft pick. Too risky. Yeah, when you do it, it's just a few things, right? Number 1 is we're trying to build a culture. We're trying to change a culture. Dan Morgan wants his stamp on this team. Dave Canales wants his stamp on the team. Why would you have a first-year coach tank, which could then affect his ability to get the leadership that he wants to get? Because, when you're tanking, you either got to have a coach that's been good, or you got, because otherwise, if you're bad, like how much you're gonna really listen to that coach and want that coach and be like, if we're doing this, and then a lot of times after the team tanks, then they get rid of the coach too, and blah blah blah. But yeah, as well as in addition to the culture thing, which I think is a big thing, the part of the number 1 pick, you don't know if it's gonna hit or miss. You don't know. Just make sure you get a good pick and make sure you got your scouts doing what they're supposed to do, your talent evaluators doing what they're supposed to, and you can still win. Bill Belichick won a Super Bowl how many times, and he did not have the number one draft pick? It's more than one way to do it. And look what we did the last time we got the number one pick. He's Bryce Young. We still don't know if he's going to be great or not. Right now we're excited because he seems to be trending toward the right direction, but it's just not a guarantee who that guy will be and if that person will work out. So just build a culture and build a team and do what you need to do to make this product a better product. Yeah, that sounds rough, like a casino outside all the time. Yeah, so Leonard's talking about the smoking. Yeah, I was talking to, man, let me try to give you all some visuals about some things. And this will be using my phone a little bit. I'm sorry I didn't load everything up on the computer before I got on here. I might not even have the video anymore, actually. Yeah, I deleted a bunch of videos. 9-hour plane ride, you kind of find stuff to do. For me, some of that was just like going through my phone and cleaning out stuff. But I had put up a video of Bryce Young and company walking out right before the start of the game. And so I'm standing in the tunnel, and I'm by all this staff of people in Munich. And there was this lady who was talking to me about my little hand warmer that I wear. And she's just smoking away while she's working. I'm like, man, this like everybody smokes. Like everybody was over there smoking. It was tough on me. Ali Boddard, welcome back, Chris. Glad you made it back safe. Thank you very much. I think I flew from London or somewhere to New York when I was getting out of the Navy. Few shots up the trip. Yeah, I don't drink, which you all guys also found out about while I was in Germany. Many people telling me to go out and get a beer or something. I don't drink at all. No wine, no coolers, no whatever. I just drink water. So London felt so much different, even though Munich isn't like way, way, way further. But I wonder what does anybody know if Munich and London have different time zones? I think they do, because it just felt so different when I went to London. So I'm going to ask football. Let's see. What time? No, that's not the question. What time is it in London? 12:29. Yeah, the time. So what time is it in Germany? Yeah, see, that's what did it to me. I knew there was a difference. London's 5 hours ahead. Germany is 6 hours ahead. So it's 1 hour more of a time change, and certainly, definitely had to be another hour on the flight. I think for me it was 8 hours going, 9 hours coming back to Charlotte, but it was cool. It was a great experience. Chief Jadiga. Appreciate your content, bro. Hey, appreciate you tuning in for, again, for those that are watching this show is just a very casual show of whatever you all want to talk about. There's no script from me. There's no all this analytics and data. It's just, I like to do a show once a week to connect with everybody that supports me. I say that, man of the people, you have a friend in the media. So the way that I do that and continue to facilitate that is by having these shows once or twice a week where I just sit down, talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about, build that relationship, and hopefully continue to have you all support and grow. And I'm sorry about my voice, but I can't run downstairs to get any water to fix it. And let's keep on going. Roadmaster says he can average 2 yards and fumble for Miles check. Underground West saying Victory Monday. It is Victory Monday. No soda or juice, just water. Yeah, I don't drink any. I try not to drink any soda. I don't know the last soda I had. I will drink juice occasionally, which would be lemonade or sweet tea. I used to love sweet tea, but now I haven't drank it in so long. I really don't like it because most of the time I taste it now and I feel like it's too sweet. And yeah, mostly water, and I like juices of some sort. But yeah, and I'm not like a health freak or anything. I am conscientious of it, but I'm not gonna tell you about I eat all these avocados and special vegetables and things like that. I'm just, I'm a lot older than I look. I'm trying to keep it that way as long as I can. Are we going to give KC their first L? Dank, are we going to give KC their first L? Let me look at a few things and answer this question for you. I don't think so. What was the score of their game yesterday? So they barely beat the Broncos yesterday. They blocked the game-winning field goal in the final seconds versus the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos beat us pretty good. So I don't think that we're going to give the Kansas City Chiefs their first L. That would have to, in my opinion, be a complete breakdown by Patrick Mahomes. But like when I say complete, I'm talking about like Mahomes throwing interceptions. Not Mahomes was like 10 of 30 and no interceptions. He needs to throw interceptions. We need to have turnovers. And Bryce needs to play a great game. That's a lot. That's a lot. I might at some point be willing to say that we might get them a run for their money. We might could be that team where we're so bad and they're undefeated that they kind of be like, they kind of yawn at it a little bit, even though Andy Reid is not a great coach because he lets his players have that mental lapse. But I'm not willing to declare any of that right now. I'll get back to you. Other than I hope it's a good game. I just hope that things continue to build. We don't have to win for me every single week. Do I want us to win? Do I love reporting after win? Yeah. But we don't have to win every week. And I just need to see continued improvement, sustained improvement from the team in all aspects. And that's where we need to go. We're trying to build something for the long term. Appreciate you, Dank. Lots of people saying no, and I hope that we do. All right, here we go. Hold on a second. Let me adjust my chair a little bit. Is Xavier Legette the future of the franchise? So let me see if I can find this photograph. That's me speeding yesterday. That's my car. Hold on, I'm trying to get to it. Look at there. Do you guys not want to see more of those moments right there? Huh? I do. But that's not the picture I was trying to show you. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, he's hugging everybody. Oh, that's the same picture. I'm trying to find this picture of Xavier Legette. Bear with me here. By the way, if you're enjoying these glimpses of photographs here, this is another picture that Patrick took. So every single picture that you see Charlotte Vibe shows Charlotte Vibe staff photographer Patrick Snyder captured it. We do have the best photographer in the NFL working for us. I am so fortunate to have him on the team. That's where you're going to get all these great images. This was an image that that Patrick took right before the game. Our press box was outdoors here at the stadium, so I don't have a mouse where I can show you all. But about halfway down the screen, we had really good seats. I think we're about at the 40-yard line watching the game. And when they did this here at the beginning of the game, it was completely awesome to see. Like, this is something you normally see in the Olympics, right? Suddenly fans hold up something and you see it. And this was before, so they had that, then they also went to that. It was really, really cool stuff. Anyway, there it is. Finally, I find it. Xavier Legette. Xavier is so cool, man. He is loving life. He's appreciating the attention. That's him signing autographs before the game. He also did so in front of me where I was doing a live stream, and I was able to show that on the video. So if you haven't seen my pregame live stream, please just click on the logo on YouTube and you'll be able to see all the videos and you can check it out. I don't know if Xavier is the future, but I would say he's part of the future. I would definitely say he's part of the future. Continues to develop, a big body guy. He doesn't seem like that diva wide receiver that's going to be this high maintenance guy. Just seems like a guy that's going to work hard, try to become great, and even when he does become great, it's just going to keep trying to maintain being great and keep, being accessible to fans and growing. So, Yeah, I think he's part of the future. Somebody else also put in the comments, Jalen Coker definitely is. Jalen Coker's another solid guy. Both of these guys are rookies and enjoying it. I saw on social media where somebody direct messaged Jalen and he came out and met them and signed their autographs. So pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I feel like we have a pretty good thing going on right now at Carolina. And I'm not saying the best. And I keep saying that because I want to put things in perspective for some people that are sensitive and say, how do we have this great thing and we're 3-7? Well, we're building something. We're building blocks to it. So, you don't go to put together a desk at your house and, you start to put one piece together and you say, don't you say, oh, this is going to be great. Like, yeah, because you're building something good. You're on to the right track. So I feel the same way with this Carolina Panthers team. I know a lot of us want to see how Dave Canales would handle adversity, and he's been faced with it. He's been faced with a lot of adversity. Before he got to 3-7, he was 1-7, right? And he still managed to bring this team together to where they could reel off 2 wins in a row, start to feel good about themselves. I know when I was watching the game in Munich yesterday, I felt like I could see this team, once they scored, things just kept building. And then I feel like this team, they continue to believe, because as the game was going on, they could have, oh, here we go again. Oh, here we go. There was several opportunities to do that. When Miles fumbled, they could have been like, oh, here we go again. But they didn't do that. They got the ball back, and then they took the ball again. I mean, we had 3 turnovers yesterday. 3 turnovers. That's something that this team preached on and talked about all during the offseason. And I remember hearing both Canales and Ivero talk about the statistics say the more you got to punch at the ball more to be able to get the ball more. It's like a numbers game. And I feel like some of that stuff's coming to fruition. All right, so appreciate you all. We got a lot of people in here. I appreciate the love. I may come up with a reason to do another show this week so that we don't all just get deprived of having Carolina Panthers content because the team isn't practicing. So I'm actually going to say this. Man of the people, what do you all want from me? Do you all want another show this week? If so, what do you want that show to be about? Do you want me to have any special guests on? Let me know, and I'll do my best to get it together. If not, if you decide to, hey, Chris, you deserve a break, I'll take it. And we'll start back next week when the team resumes practice on next Monday. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for supporting Charlotte Vibe. Saw several people in Germany that recognized me, and I can't tell you, it never gets old. It never stops feeling incredible that you all tune in and that I could be 5,000 miles away from Charlotte and people recognize me. So that's awesome. I appreciate it. We'll continue to work my butt off, and not only just work my butt off, but continue to get better at what we do here at Charlotte Vibe with our photographs, with our coverage, and our content. All right. So thank you all very, very much. Enjoy your Monday, your Victory Monday, and I'll see you again soon. I'm Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.